Hello.
Am I supposed
Okay, can you hear and see me?
Yes.
I can't hear you.
Uh,
Oh, just my volume was off.
oh, okay. I'm unmuted. Am I supposed to be unmuted?
You are definitely supposed to be unmuted. Okay. I was like, oh my goodness. And like we're wearing twinsy glasses. I was supposed to go out to my office because everyone's coming over for Tobin's birthday in a little bit, but it is pouring rain.
It's about to hit. Are you flooding? Because the news says St. George is flooding.
Yeah, but we live on a hill, so I
Well,
think
that's
we'll
good.
probably be okay. But I don't know. We live in an older house, right? The weird house with the indoor plant station and a
Hey, I
sunken
love that.
living room. Like it's like full on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Okay.
Maybe it'll come through the skylight, like where my plants are, and water them. I don't know.
That sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I hopefully maybe we'll both lose internet.
I know. I'm looking at it's so dark in here. I was trying to figure out how to make it lighter and I can't because it's black outside. So, oh, look at you. What is that?
It's just a photo light.
Oh, I love it. I mean, I have a ring light, but I don't know that it does much.
Yeah, this one, I mean, I can make it brighter too, I think.
Oh, I need one of those because the weather is not helping my case. But
Yeah. It'll be fantastic. So,
I threatened the kids with their lives.
well,
Come on that door.
mine are supposed to be threatened too, and Ammon is out there, but you know how it goes. Like there's like already the dog's been over here. I'm like, you guys keep the dog, and the dog's like, I'm like, perfect. Okay. Let me make sure that we are with, how do you set it up for, okay, show active speaker. So we're going to do that for sure. And I'm going to go ahead and just drop us into the Facebook group.
I will just wait for your cue then.
Okay. Okay. Can you hear the thunder?
Yep. I couldn't decide if it was you or me.
Well,
Here we go.
we'll see. Okay. Okay, you should have gotten notification that we're live streamed, and let me check and make sure that we actually are.
So I will not see their comments.
Okay, if you want to open Facebook and watch it, that's a little easier, or I can drop them in Zoom, whichever works best for you.
I can open.
I can see us. We are live. We have one viewer. So while you look, and then you can tell me before we start which one you're going to do here. Hey, everybody. I am Shanae Arby, CSO of Align. If you are joining us tonight, we are so excited that you decided to be here for my very favorite thing that Align does every month, which is our Cultivate community event. We try to present you guys with information that we all need, and to just gather all together is always super fun. And I'm really excited tonight because I get to do this with one of my friends in real life and out of line, Stephanie Barclay. Stephanie has been selling and working in skincare since 2007, right, Stephanie?
Yes, that's right.
That
sounds so long ago.
When she was 5.
Yes, it's true. Yeah.
So, and I am really excited to hear her tips tonight about sensitive skin. This is something that's good for all of us to know for our own personal skincare. And also, as salespeople and shares people of skincare, we definitely want to be giving people the best advice possible. So I'm really excited for Stephanie to share her expertise. She is a licensed esthetician and has, like I said, has been doing this a good long time. So I am going to watch comments and be here at living and learning with all of you. Take it away, Stephanie.
Hello. I'm really excited for this. This is so fun for me because I geek out about this stuff anyway. So, I mean, as a teen and a girl, I was scouring 17 magazine and everything and reading all the tips and tricks in the corners. And that's something I've always been interested in. So I love answering questions and I love teaching people what I know. And like Shanae said, drop any comments that you have or any questions, personal questions about your skin that you have, and I can go through and answer those later on tonight after I wrangle the kids and get them to bed. So our main topic today is the discussion of sensitive skin. And this is kind of a tricky one because sensitive skin isn't a diagnosis, it's a complaint, right? It's nobody's going to, you're not going to walk into the doctor and no one's going to say, well, you have sensitive skin and then send you out the door. It's more of something that you struggle with or something you find tricky because you get itchy or things burn or you get frequent breakouts or redness or swelling. So sensitive skin can mean so many things. So for educational purposes and to not talk your ear off, I've kind of broken it down into two types of sensitive skin. The first one would be, and I'm looking at my notes right here because I put it in order to try to not forget to tell you anything. The first one would be naturally sensitive. And this is for people who are really predispositioned to sensitive skin. And, oh, it's notifying me in the corner of these people joining. Oh, yes, Shanae, everybody's skin is just so different. So it's really hard. There's not a one size fits all box or remedy for this, but I can give you some tips. So naturally sensitive skin would mean you are predispositioned genetically. You're born with it, you have relatives that struggle with it, you easily get redness or you blush or you get allergies or sensitivities to things. Environmentally sensitive would mean your sensitivity can change based on your situation. So your sensitivity could change based on the seasons, or your sensitivity could change with the weather, maybe wind or cold or excessive heat or snow or dust. Lots of those kinds of things can affect your skin and make it sensitive. Maybe your hormones can make your skin sensitive a certain time of the month, or as you get older, or if you have a teen in puberty, times like that, hormones can very much affect the sensitivity of our skin. Cosmetics, the type of makeup you use, detergents, the type of soap you're using. And the biggest one that there really is no fix for is stress. So a lot of times stress can affect what your skin looks like. So we have naturally sensitive skin versus environmentally sensitive skin. So those are kind of the two things that I'm going to quickly touch on you for today. Because the bottom line is we want healthy skin and we want our skin to be the best it can be for us. And there is no one type of skin that is perfect or flawless and we're beautiful and we love the skin we're in, but whatever kind of skin we're born with, we want it to be the best skin that we can be, right? So my first tip for treating sensitive skin would be to figure out what is causing you sensitivity. And we just talked about the two main reasons that are causing you sensitivity, but to dive into those a little bit deeper, think about it. I'm thinking about it in regards to my stomach. I have food sensitivities. I wasn't like this always. It didn't even happen until I hit my 30s. I have food sensitivities. And so I had to do an elimination diet. And then I was slowly adding foods back in. And as I was doing that, I was noticing which foods were bothering me and which foods I was struggling to digest and which foods weren't going to work for me anymore. And unfortunately, There's a lot of things I can't eat now, which I do not love, but I do feel better when I don't put those foods in my bodies. And so think about it like that for your skin. There might be an ingredient that you're using that your skin just really doesn't love. It's the same concept. So my first suggestion would be to declutter your skincare routine. If you have 10, 15 products on your bathroom counter and you're using all of them and you're having skin sensitivity issues, there's likely something in it that just doesn't work for your skin. Let me get a drink here. So now you're asking yourself, well, what's irritating it? What are these potential irritants that can be bothering me or setting my skin off? Like we talked about before, the weather. So my skin is more sensitive in the winter than it is in the summer. My skin does not like excessive heat. It doesn't like when I get really sweaty or dirt, dust from being outside, all of those things. That's something that makes my skin react or become more sensitive. So whether a detergent you're using, a soap you're using, certain ingredients that might be harsher on the skin, dyes, fragrances, those are things that could be irritating your skin. What are some potential triggers that could be bothering your skin? Stress, we talked about that one. Diet, which is a big one for me. My baby sister, she cannot eat eggs, not because they bother her stomach or because she has an aversion to them, because if she has anything with egg in it, she will break out like crazy. And she learned that through an elimination process, but she just knows that if she wants to have her best skin, she can't eat eggs. And the third one, hormones. Not a lot we can do about that, but there are some things we can do to help and plan for it. The body is your skin's largest organ. So I think a lot of time we think of the brain or the heart or the stomach or the lungs as the biggest, most powerful organ in our body. And while they're true, you can't beat any of those. The skin is the largest. You have 300 million skin cells. So that is a lot of cells that we're trying to keep healthy and happy at the same time. And your skin's job is to be this bodysuit of armor to protect you from the elements, to protect you from everything. And in order for it to do that job, we have to take care of those 300 million skin cells because we only get one body and it has to last us for the rest of our lives, right? So a lot, not all, but a lot of sensitive skin issues can be solved by working on the skin's barrier. Now you're saying, but I don't know what that is. What is the skin barrier? Well, I will teach you. The skin's barrier, I see people saying hello and waving and glad that they're here and I see you and thank you for being here. Your stratum corneum, that's a big sciencey word, you don't have to remember it, but your stratum corneum is the outermost layer of your skin, and that is your skin barrier. And it has 3 jobs. Have I lost you yet, or are we still following? You don't have to remember any of these words. Give me a thumbs up if you're still following. Hello, everybody saying hello. Okay, so the stratum corneum, that's what the outermost layer of your skin is called, and that is your skin barrier. And that is the most important thing to remember when we're working on sensitivity. It has 3 jobs. Oh, I'm getting thumbs up. Hello, so 3 jobs. Number 1, your skin barrier protects your body from external stressors. What's an external stressor? Pollution, UV rays, a hurricane. So those, your skin barrier, your skin is protecting you from things. Number 2, the second job of the skin barrier, it retains water. It holds in moisture. And since our body is made up of a lot of water, we need that. Number 3, it's transporting nutrients. So the skin's barrier is transporting nutrients to all the rest of your cells. It's very important. We don't want it to be damaged and we don't want it to be compromised. So I'm going to give you a visual lesson to kind of explain this. I want you to think of your skin as a brick wall. And what is a brick wall made up of? Bricks and mortar to hold it together. right? So think of your skin as being built up of little bricks and mortar. The bricks are protein from your skin cells, and the mortar, my phone is ringing, and the mortar is the lipids, important fats in between it, holding all those little bricks together. I'm sorry. I'm ringing on my computer and I don't know how to make it stop. There we go. Sorry. I turned my phone off, but it's still ringing on my computer. So, okay, brick wall. Skin is made up of bricks and mortar. We like the bricks because those are the proteins. The mortar is the lipids and important fats that hold it together. Been there, done that. I'm gonna have my teenager turn it off on my computer because I don't know how to do that. So the glue, the lipids, the mortar that are holding all of those bricks together, that is what makes your skin soft and hydrated and strong. It's what holds all the natural moisture in and keeps bacteria and bad things from the environment, chemicals out. After we turn 40, if you're nearing, and maybe you're turning 40 in 1 year, the amount of lipids that we have holding our little bricks together naturally decreases, and our collagen starts to decrease too. So, which is why our skin gets drier as we age. You guys are saying you have no clue how to turn it off on the computer either. That makes me feel a little bit better. So as we age, the lipids holding our little bricks together decrease, and they can get little pinpricks and little holes in them, and it becomes damaged and it becomes depleted and it becomes more susceptible to irritation. That's why your skin can get more sensitive as you get older. So breaks in the skin barrier, breaks in our little brick wall, cause sensitivity. Because if the skin is acting as a guard for our body to protect us from irritants and toxins, and if it's what's holding the moisture in, and if our mortar, our little cement, is getting cracks and breaks, then toxins can get in and moisture can get out. Irritants can penetrate the skin, and that can trigger dryness, that can trigger redness, that can trigger itching, that can trigger a lot of things. So now that you kind of learned what your skin barrier is, which to summarize, it protects the skin, keeps water in, pollutants out. Say no to cracks. I love that. I love that, Christine. So the barrier keeps water in, pollutants out. Barrier, good. How else is our barrier getting damaged? Harsh soaps and cleansers can really strip off some of that natural moisture that we need. Think of it as when you're doing the dishes and you're washing a dirty dish and you're putting that new Dawn spray on it. I can't think of what that's called, but it's the most amazing life hack, and it just strips away all the food and oils from the plates immediately. That's what we have been doing to our skin for so many years. We've been stripping away Dawn power wash spray. Yes, don't put that on your face. Works well on dishes, not on our face. We've been over cleansing and over exfoliating and over treating for so long that we have damaged our skin barriers. So who is a product of the 90s and 2000s and used Sea Breeze and Stridex pads and St. Ives face scrub? Tell me if you used those things. Everybody loves the Dawn dish spray. So if you used them, you better stop it right now. All of those. I know, we all use them. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it right now. I used to douse myself in Sea Breeze, and really all Sea Breeze is alcohol and eucalyptus and camphor, really. And I had that all over my face. And St. Ives scrub is far too rough and creates micro tears in your skin. So don't be using that anymore. But we have been over treating our skin for so long, unintentionally, we were damaging our skin barrier as teens. Also not wearing sunscreen, all of that stuff. So that is why your skin is likely more sensitive now than it was 10, 20 years ago, because we were a little bit rough on it. Yes, someone's asking about the micro tears. The St. Ives apricot scrub. The scrubbies, the nuts in it, are not designed for the delicate facial skin, and it actually causes tiny micro tears all over the surface of your skin. So you're pinpricking your brick and mortar protective wall, and it's going to cause more redness and sensitivity. So there's proper exfoliation versus too much exfoliation. And I could talk about that forever, but we won't get into that right now. I remember, do you guys remember those commercials, the Clean and Clear commercials, and Jennifer Love Hewitt, and she would kind of hold it up, and this is so embarrassing. I used to like do that in the mirror at night, you know, hold the face wash and go, it soaks up dirt and oil and zaps pimples dry. Do you remember those commercials? We don't want a cleanser to soak up and zap and anything. We just want the cleanser to gently clean. So I explained what the moisture barrier, or what your skin barrier was. I explained how we damaged it a bit, why we damaged it, some of the things we shouldn't be putting on it. How do you know if your skin barrier is damaged? How about that? And I'm seeing a lot of the Jennifer Love commercials. I just wanted to be like her. And if she was using it, I was going to use it. So I really doubt that she was actually using that back then. So if your skin is hydrated and plump and smooth, your skin barrier is likely doing really well. If your skin is itchy and not functioning properly, it feels dull, dehydrated, dry. If things burn sometimes, you likely have a damaged skin barrier. Don't fret, we can fix it. Okay, we can fix it. Do any of you feel like you may have a damaged skin barrier or are struggling with something like that? Your skin isn't as resilient as it used to be. Things irritate it quite more often. It's angry skin. Raise your hand if your skin is angry because of the 90s and 2000s. And if your skin is a little mad, don't worry, we can fix it. The easiest way to fix a damaged skin barrier, which is the #1 contributor to sensitive skin, is good product. Good product. It can prevent sensitive skin, and it can help improve sensitivities that you already have. So we want to be selective with our skincare products. One of the reasons I love Align and I love their skincare is because a lot of their facial products are free from dyes and free from added fragrances, which we learned a few minutes ago are 2 of the biggest irritants when it comes to sensitive skin. So that solves a lot of your sensitivity issues right away, because those 2 irritants aren't used in a lot of our products. Things that we do put in our products are very useful in repairing damaged skin barrier. So let's talk about our Calm face wash for a minute. 2 things I love about our Calm face wash is that it has shea butter and oat kernel oil. Those 2 ingredients both have those essential fatty acids that we need, which is what we talked about holds our little bricks together. So shea butter and oat kernel oil, think of it as you're plugging up the little holes in your brick wall. You need that if we're going to heal and repair the mortar of our skincare bricks. The second product I really love is our Renew Serum, and that has glycoproteins. Again, you don't have to remember any of these words. Glycoproteins, those help reinforce that barrier by building up your skin's resilience. So as you're applying that serum, it's soaking in, it's filling your little pinpricks and cracks and holes and reinforcing it so that your skin is getting more resilient over time. The third thing I love is our Soothe Moisturizer, and that has sodium hyaluronic in it. You have heard the word hyaluronic acid. It's all over commercials. It's trending right now. Our Soothe moisturizer has sodium hyaluronate in it, which is a smaller molecule of hyaluronic acid. That is not relevant. That is just something I geeked out about. But what it is a molecule that penetrates deep into the layers of your skin and pulls down moisture from the environment and locks it in there. So you can see how when we use those three things as a trio, when we're using them together, all three of those are repairing our skin barrier and making it more healthy, more resilient, and prepping it for things that could come in the future. All of these ingredients are also really beneficial now that the seasons are starting to change. I'm looking out my office window right now and we are getting a massive storm. I live in Salt Lake City, so we're seeing a little bit of the effects with the hurricanes in California, but we're getting a lot of wind, which has made my skin not happy. And we are actually getting some rain, which we never, ever get. So I really love that. But with the changing of the seasons, we're going from summer, from fall to winter. There will be less moisture in the air, which means less moisture in your skin, which means you're going to have to switch up your skincare routine a little bit to accommodate for that. Yeah, good. I'm trying to look for questions as I talk. So if you have oily skin, I have very oily skin. I have my whole life. As I move into the fall and winter, I get slightly less oily. But if you have oily or combo skin right now, as you get to fall and winter, you might feel like you go to more normal. If you have normal skin going into fall and winter, you could feel that you actually feel some dryness. This is all normal and you don't need to worry about it. We just adapt, right? You just pivot and we just switch some things up with the routine to keep our skin happy. So in the summer, Soothe moisturizer is a little bit too heavy for me, but in the fall and winter, it will be a really good option, especially if I use it at night. And again, I'm very oily. If you're dry and you're turning extra dry as we lose moisture in the air, you might need to amp up the usage of Renew Serum. You might need to wash in the morning, serum, moisturize morning and night. So you might need to double dose both times. I would love to hear what products are working for my skin. I'll get to that one in just a minute. Hold on one second. So you might also need to add in a moisturizing mask 1 or 2 times a week. You could wash your face with lukewarm water, not hot water. Hot water makes moisture evaporate out of the skin. So these are all little changes that we can make going into the seasons. And the number one reminder I want to give you is never, ever, ever stop using your SPF. You might be using it in the summer because you're at the ball fields or you're at the pool. Do not stop using it as we go into fall or winter, because it doesn't matter if you're outside, you still are getting those sun rays all the time. And everything that we're doing to take care of our skin and prevent sensitivity does not matter if you're not wearing an SPF daily. So in the morning, I wash, I serum, and I SPF. And then at night, I wash, do all the serums, and moisturize. So that's what I do at night. It's also a general rule of thumb that it will take your skin 1 to 3 months to adjust to a new routine, to a new product. So don't use a face wash once or twice and say, this doesn't work for me. I mean, unless your skin starts to fall off or something, but that's not going to happen. So it's like exercise or nutrition. Results aren't going to happen overnight. We have those 300 million skin cells, and our skin cells only overturn themselves every 28 days. So we have to kind of give things a chance to do their job, if that makes sense. I also am going to recommend that you don't try all new products at once, because if you do have sensitivity, that can give you angry skin. I don't remember who said angry skin, but that will give you angry skin because it's saying, whoa, 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 what are you doing? This is a lot of new things. So the way that I like to do it is introduce one new product at a time. If I'm going to try a new face wash, I'll try it for a few days. I'll try it for up to a week before I introduce something new so that I am not shocking the system. Someone saying, I feel like we are quick to expect results. That's true. It is true. But if you are new to skincare, or if you are starting a new skincare routine, think of how many years it took your skin to get to where it is now. And then it is not going to resolve in just a few weeks. It does take some time to heal, and you will start to see improvements over 1 to 3 months. And, give it some time, be consistent. I'm looking at the clock and I want to leave time for everybody to get to their families or to ask questions. But to wrap things up, I'm going to tell you just a few things. Remember, we are repairing our skin barrier. We are taking care of our skin barrier after many years of not. But when you know better, then you do better, right? So I'm going to say, don't be overly aggressive with your skin. Don't rub it harshly. Don't over exfoliate. Don't scrub. Don't do hot water. So don't over cleanse. Don't over exfoliate. Stay away from things that irritate you. If you don't know what those are, do a little bit of trial and error or research, or message me and I can try to help you pick it out. And then moisture, moisture, moisture. So you want that moisture in your skin, especially as we're getting older. And then as we go into different seasons, we have to moisturize even more. Consistency, and let's also have realistic results too, because it is an organ, it's a large organ, and it's not something that we are going to solve overnight. So I hope this was educational. I hope you learned something. I hope I didn't bore you to death. I know Shanae has a little gift, a coupon code for you, for those of you have attend. And oh, she's back. I saw her cute face pop up.
Yeah, I can go ahead and talk about what we're doing this month with Cultivate while you I just put a comment with a couple of things I caught in the comments. And then
Okay. And I'll go through and answer all of those.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I was just thinking about if I stop using serum, I get dry marionette lines. Why, right? I don't know, but I get this just like patchy, it'll start to like flake. So I definitely have learned that's one thing I have to do now that I'm in my 40s is never skip my serum.
Think about how much your face is moving right here. It's moving more than any other part of your face. So you're giving that the most workout, so it needs the most care.
That and my lines are getting worked all the time.
That's from us being mad about stuff.
Yeah, that's from having 3 teenage boys. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to in this post, I'll go ahead and put the link so that you can fill out our Cultivate flow. One thing the thing that we're offering this month, we are starting our promotion early for spend $49, get a free earth hand cream. And one thing that I want, if you are here and you are at Cultivate and you have not purchased from a line yet, we always offer a 10% discount for any new customer who has not shopped with us yet. You can find that on our site by scrolling down. There's a button that will just automatically, help you fill that out and get your 10% off. I believe the code is subscribe align. So you're going to get your subscribe align straight from the site, and then the free earth hand cream with $49 purchase as soon as you fill out the link that we will put in the description of this post. You will be emailed that code so that you can go ahead and use earth hand cream. Stephanie, we were talking earlier about earth seems to be everybody's favorite. You have a couple back there on your shelf.
I do. And that's the one my boys reach for in steel too. So it's a favorite in our house.
Perfect. Yep. Same here. So I will be dropping that link so that you guys can go ahead and fill that out. And just remember that as soon as you're in that flow for Cultivate, you're going to be notified of our specials, and we're constantly doing product focuses, trying to help everybody just learn about Align. So Stephanie, thank you so much for being on tonight and talking with us about sensitive skin and skin transitions. If you guys have more questions about sensitive skin, be sure to drop them here, and Stephanie is going to have the big job of answering all of those.
I will start tackling those.
Yeah, give her some hearts and comments if you learned anything tonight. I know I definitely did. And we hope that you will join us next month for our next Cultivate. Bye, everyone.